I'm 73 years old, and I'm about to tell you something that might upset you. Everything you think you know about getting older is wrong. And the worst part, the people who should have warned you, your parents, teachers, society, they either didn't know or they were lying to themselves. I believed the same things you probably believe right now. For the first 50 years of my life, I thought I had it figured out. I had the career, the house, the respect. Then, at 52, my heart nearly stopped. I was in a meeting talking about quarterly projections when the room started spinning. The next thing I remember, hospital lights, tubes in my arms, my wife crying in the corner. The doctor said I was lucky. Lucky I had just come face to face with death. And they called it luck. But they were right, because lying in that hospital bed, with nothing to do but think, I realized something terrifying. I had been living on autopilot. Not really alive, just checking boxes, chasing expectations, running on a schedule someone else designed. And I kept thinking, if I had died that day, what would I have left behind? A nice house, a retirement account, a list of achievements no one would remember in 5 years. Let me tell you the biggest lie people live by. I have time. I'll do that later. When I'm older, I'll finally live. I hear it from people in their 20s, 30s, 40s. When I make more money, then I'll be happy. When I get that promotion, then I'll slow down. When the kids grow up, then I'll travel. When I retire, then I'll live. Let me save you decades of regret. That day never comes because the goalposts keep moving. You get the promotion, now you need the next one. You make more money, now you need more. You're always chasing something just out of reach. And then one day, you're 70, wondering where your life went. I did that. 30 years climbing a ladder, only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. And time doesn't let you climb back down. Here's something nobody tells you. Success is a terrible finish line. I achieved everything I set out to achieve. Partner at my firm, the house, the status, and you know what? It felt amazing for about 2 days. Then it faded, so I needed a bigger goal, more validation, another rung on the ladder. It's a hamster wheel. I had a friend who died at 68, worked 70 hours a week his entire life, built a multi-million-dollar business, kept saying he'd slow down next year. Next year came, and he had a stroke. At his funeral, his son said, "My father was successful, but I barely knew him." Is that the legacy you want? Your regrets won't be about the things you failed at. They'll be about the things you never tried. I don't lie awake thinking about bad business deals. I think about the trip to Japan I never took, the relationship with my brother I let fade, the book I never wrote, the nights I stayed late instead of going home to my kids, Those are the things that stay with you. The people you didn't call. The risks you were too scared to take. The love you didn't say out loud. You think you have unlimited time with the people in your life. You don't. My father died when I was 45. We had a complicated relationship. I kept thinking we'd talk when things slowed down. They never did. Heart attack. Gone in hours. And my biggest regret? All the Sundays I didn't call. All the dinners I skipped. All the moments I assumed I'd get later. After my heart attack, I changed. I stepped back from work. I started saying no to what didn't matter, and yes to what I'd postponed for decades. In these last 21 years, I've learned more about life than in the 52 before. What matters is painfully simple. Time with people you love. Work that feels meaningful to you. Experiences, not possessions. Being present. I know, when you're young, that sounds naive. Bills are real. Responsibilities are real. I'm not saying quit your job. I'm saying don't trade your life for things that won't love you back. Ask yourself this. If you died tomorrow, would you be satisfied with how you lived? Not impressed, satisfied. If the answer is no, what are you waiting for? I wake up every morning knowing I'm on borrowed time. We all are. Young people just don't feel it yet. They think they're invincible. They think the clock isn't ticking. It is. I have grandchildren, and when I watch them, I see the same patterns. Stress, anxiety, chasing things that won't fulfill them. I try to warn them, but when you're inside the storm, you can't see the weather. That's why I'm making this. So maybe someone listens sooner than I did. Your parents are aging. Your friends won't always be here. Your children will grow up faster than you expect. So what are you going to do? Keep postponing that call, that trip, that conversation? Or are you going to start living like time is limited? Because it is. If I could talk to my 30-year-old self, I'd say this. Stop trying to impress people who don't matter. Stop sacrificing your health for a paycheck. Stop postponing joy. Call your parents. Take the trips. Say no to obligations that drain you. Say yes to experiences that wake you up. Do the things that scare you. And start now. Not next year. Not after this project. Not when conditions are perfect. They never will be. Life will always be messy. And if you keep waiting, you'll wake up one day realizing you waited it away. I'm 73. If I'm lucky, maybe 15 more years. Maybe 20. Probably less. And I'm okay with that. Because these last 21 years have been the richest of my life. Not because I made more money. Because I finally started living on purpose. I traveled, repaired relationships, forgave people, said I love you often, chose presence over prestige. I'm happier now with less time ahead than I was at 30 when I thought I had forever. That's the irony. When you realize time is limited, you stop wasting it. You stop postponing joy. You start creating the right moment. You have a choice today. Keep living the same way, or wake up and start now. Don't be 73 wishing you changed sooner. Learn from my mistakes. Live intentionally. Someday isn't coming. Someday is today. The clock is ticking. What are you going to do with your time? Before you scroll, pause. Look at your life right now. Who do you need to call? What have you been putting off? What would change if you treated today like it actually mattered?